Hey everybody, welcome to our Facebook Live tonight.
Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we're so excited to be here. I'm TinaMarie Holland, and I've been representing talent and producing television shows for 35 plus years now. So this is my partner, Garrett Steele.
Garrett Steele, I'm a country artist and also have been out on the pro fishing tour as well the last several years. And you know, the great thing for me as an entertainer, someone that's on stage, is about 16 years ago when she started managing me in my career, I was able to also step back on this side of the business and learn this side of the business. And I can't tell you how valuable that is, because most entertainers, whether it's those that are just getting into the business and don't know anything about it, and believe it or not, even acts at the very top of the industry, don't realize everything that goes in behind the scenes. Those people that are involved in your career and helping you try to get to where you're going, it's unbelievable. And so, you know, those are just some of the things that we're going to cover in the Entertainment Experts membership. You know, we literally will be taking people, which is who we're coming to you as today, as the owners of the Entertainment Experts membership team. And there's so many things to cover. We're going to be taking the talent, singers, actors, dancers, and models from where you are, whether it's how do I get into the business or how do I get my child into the business and they don't know the first thing about it, to someone that needs to know how to properly introduce themselves and present themselves and photographs and all those beginning stages, as well as some that have been in the industry now, but now they're ready to kind of go to the next level, and how do they do that. You even have some that, have been in the business making a living, making money, but you run into that brick wall and you're trying to figure out what's going on there and what may be causing that. And so, we'll help jump some of those hurdles as well. So that's what this is about. We're in the middle of the founding member launch, and that will close tomorrow night, which is Friday, June 24th at 11:59 Eastern Time. Everything will be on Eastern Time. The founding member launch will close then. And then we'll be working on putting the rest of the membership elements together so that it can launch to the general public in September. So we're offering this founding member period to those of you who want to jump on with us as we're putting this together. Give us some feedback, be a part of that, and we're doing it at a ridiculously low price of $37 a month because you're coming on the ground floor and being a part of that. And then when it launches again in September, the membership full blown, it will be at a higher price. So we want to invite you to jump in before tomorrow night at midnight, basically, and be a part of it with us.
And that website is theentertainmentexperts.net. And if you have any questions, you can message us directly. You can, our email address is on there as well. We're here to answer all of your questions. Speaking of questions, some of the big questions that we get, we thought we'd share, and people have been writing in questions, so we thought we'd try to answer as many as we could quickly. One of the big things that, what was our first question?
Well, our first one was, what is this type thing? People hear, what is types? I keep hearing types. What does it mean? Do I type or whatever? What does types mean? So.
Right. Why can't my daughter go for this project or my son go for that project? Well, on Breakdown, things come across in types, so they'll tell us exactly what they're looking for, sometimes right down to the height, hair color, and eye color, especially if it's for a stand-in project or something like that. I do have a little story about how type was so crucial. I was in a dance studio, and it's dancing and aerial work studio in Columbus, Mississippi. And I was getting hit on the phone with a casting director, texting and calling, I need this type, Tina. I need this for a brand new project. It's a film. It's a pretty big film. She gave me some of the leads in it. And I said, well, I don't have that in my roster, but, give me a day or so. She says, oh, no, I need it today. I was like, okay.
Welcome to the business.
Everything's like, I need it now. I need it now. So, okay, I'm walking into a meeting. It's actually, I'm teaching an on-camera commercial class and a musical theater class, and I'm holding auditions. So I walk in and introduce myself and meet some great kids, and all of a sudden I see this one young lady walk in, and I'm like, she kind of fits that type that came across today from the casting director. And I was like, I wonder if she can act. I wonder if she can sing, because they needed to sing. So she takes the commercial class with me and does great. We get to the musical theater class. Now we're dancing and we're singing, and I'm like, woo, she's the type and she can sing. But I'm in Columbus, Mississippi, and it's hard to speak with a parent quickly and say, listen, can we send your daughter in for this film project? So at the end of everything, I meet the mom and I introduce myself and we go through things. And she said, my daughter's always wanted to do this. We don't even go to this dance studio. We saw it posted on Facebook that you would be here, and we just drove an hour and a half from Starkville to come here and take class. So my daughter is definitely ready, and I'll help her do whatever she needs. So I got the script from the casting director right then and there. We rehearsed it a few times. She ran lines. We videotaped it, and I sent it to the casting director that night. Casting director calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning and says, TM, get her on the plane Monday morning. We need to see her. I'm like, whoa, are you? Yeah? She's like, yes. I said, okay. Get a hold of the mom and say, hi, remember me? We just met. And so we went through this thing. And thank goodness her mom was really into it and understood what was needed in the industry. And the mom moved heaven and earth, and they got on a plane on Monday. They got to New York, talked them through. We rehearsed. She worked with her acting coach. She worked with me. We had everything set. She did such an incredible audition, but she was a little bit tall for that role that she was reading for, and they decided to have her read for another role. She did fantastic. It got down to 2 talent. It was her and another young lady. Unfortunately, she didn't get it, but it was for the film that we all know and love, and it was The Greatest Showman. So a little Starkville, Mississippi young lady who's very talented, and she didn't get it, but from then, that whole experience was great, and she's doing well in the industry. We also got her signed with Wilhelmina Kids, so she started working, and things are great. All that because they took a class and trusted me, and away we went. So.
We hear that so many times about this type thing, or frustrations from it. Seeing other people get cast for something that they feel that the person feels like maybe they were more talented, better dancer, actor, singer, whatever it is. And we really try to educate, and we'll do that in the membership. Also, we'll dive deep into this whole type thing and what that means and what elements you can control and what you can't. Obviously, you can change the color of your hair, can't do much about your height, can't do anything about your ethnicity, so to speak. And so, sometimes those things are so specific, and then it brings in your special skills, maybe what you can do for this particular role. So there's a lot of elements that go into casting someone for a project, for a role, or even for a group project, and we'll be diving into that. But it certainly is a source of frustration for talent that don't understand that factors heavily into the decisions that are being made. And once you understand that, it brings you a little bit of peace, as an entertainer, as you're moving forward, because you're going to audition way more than roles you get. I mean, you're going to audition, and then try to cast. So.
Okay. They also ask us.
Go
ahead, Garrett.
Yeah, be prepared. This is another deep dive that we'll go into in the membership.
So just brush on it briefly.
Yeah, it's just the first thing when you're going in and being prepared is be confident. You got to remember when you go into an audition or in front of someone, or
even a record label, whatever it is,
they want you to be the answer, right? You're in the same business. They're looking for something. You're hoping that you're the answer for that. They're hoping you're the answer for it, because then they can go home with their problem solved or whatever. So. Be confident. Be who you are. There's only one of you on this earth. Be proud of that, and be prepared. That starts even with a handshake. How you carry yourself in, how you look in someone's eye, how the confident handshake is. No little dead fish. And again, these are things that will hold your hand and teach. You get one chance to make a first impression. You want to really, really make the best first impression that you can. And of course, you're going to have your picture, your resume with you. Again, things that will bring you along as to how to prepare those things. What should and shouldn't be on there, what kind of pictures maybe you should consider for XYZ audition or not. So. And
actors, you should have 2 monologues prepared, possibly dramatic and comedy, humor. That's 2 more things to have. And dancers, you definitely should have your 4 counts of 8 freestyle. Any audition, most likely they're going to ask you to freestyle. All right, without music. They're not always going to be able to play a track. So I always say play a song in your head, whatever that song is, and do your movements too.
Singers, you want to have several different types of songs, ballad, up-tempo, maybe some different styles, that show your versatility that way. Obviously, if you're going to a musical theater, Broadway type audition, it's going to be in that genre. If you're, more in the secular field, then it's going to be there. but you want to make sure that you show some variety, you show your strengths, and the other thing is to make sure that that song fits you. Sometimes we like styles or particular songs as a listener, and we think that that's good for us as a performer, and that's not always necessarily the case. So, it's important to have someone around in the industry that you can bounce things off of that'll give you honest feedback to say, man, that's the song you should sing. That's a great song for you. And make sure that it's not too big. That's probably the one thing in young performers we see so many times is they'll hear a song like Hallelujah or a big Celine Dion song or something like
Whitney
that.
Houston
Whitney Houston
song
that they love, and then they try to go there when they're not ready. Not saying they won't be someday, but at that particular time they're not. And
especially when you have nerves and you're a little nervous at that audition. So
yeah, it's better to nail the song than to try to do something that you're not quite ready for. So those are all elements and things you have to take into account. And for those of you that are doing more than one thing, triple threat, double threat, whatever, the answer is always yes. And to be prepared. If you dance, make sure your dance shoes are with you. Yeah, but I'm going on a commercial audition. Why do I need my dance? Well, what happens when you go to the Tootsie Roll commercial and they say, oh, by the way, can you dance? Yeah, I can. Well, can you do 4 counts of it? Well, I didn't stretch, or I didn't warm up. I didn't bring my shoes. Yeah. Same thing for having your vocals warmed up, having that monologue in your back pocket or that commercial, because there's so many projects going on. You're going in for one thing because of your type. There we go back to type. The light bulb comes on to that casting director of another project they think you're great for, and now they're asking you questions that you didn't know you were going to be asked, and so you always want to be prepared to be able to say yes and give them what they want.
And you want to thank them as you leave the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Thank you for this opportunity. Wonderful to meet you, and things like that.
The higher up in this industry you get, the smaller the circles are, and they communicate and talk. You want a great reputation. To always be polite, be grateful, and be easy to work with, be coachable.
And I'm going to do this one last thing here because I think this is our last question. I'm sorry, I'm trying to watch them as they're coming through. I'm not quite sure what that is there. Someone typed us something and I can't quite get it. So possibly let me talk about right here. Is that fine? I wanted to talk about also that question that came in this afternoon about for the record labels. I lost that one. It's okay. Questions are coming in fast and furious, so I'm trying to catch up with you guys. That's okay. I'll round it out and finish it out today with not quite sure what happened there, but that question is a little crazy. We had a theater actress, and come and take a class with us, and we were doing an on-camera commercial class, and she was a very strong actress and a very good singer, and very theatrical, very much like a Broadway performer. And she had never done anything commercial before. So we had to take the acting that she was doing and pull it back a little bit and make it, instead of for the big stage, we had to make it for this stage, for the television stage, so to speak, for the camera. And we did great. And one of the things that Garrett challenged her with was we were doing a candy bar commercial and she had to eat something. So he gave her an invisible candy bar and asked her to eat it and chew it. And she kind of looked at the whole class, thought we were crazy. We also had to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and eat it, and it was invisible. But these are great theater tricks and fun tricks. And the good thing about it is it helped her so much because later that week, she went on her first commercial audition. And it was for Gold Star Chili.
Regional commercial.
Regional
where she
commercial.
Lived, right?
And she had to pick up a bowl and an invisible spoon and eat chili. But because we had just done it a week earlier, she was confident, comfortable. We had, coached her through it. So here she is eating her invisible chili. Fast forward a few days, and she books the Gold Star Chili commercial and did great with it. And it was running for quite a while. And I think she made $6,000 to $8,000, and all because she was comfortable and confident eating her Gold Star invisible chili, at the audition. Yeah. So those kinds of things can definitely happen.
Absolutely.
So.
Thanks for being with us. We're going to be back tomorrow, I think.
I'm not sure if we're tomorrow, but we are going to be over at Instagram tonight at 9:30, and then we'll also be on TikTok tonight at, wait, let me get my times right. 9:30 on Instagram and 10 o'clock on TikTok.
That's Eastern time.
The Entertainment Experts. So we look forward to seeing everyone.
EntertainmentExperts.net. Jump in, be a founding member before 11:59 Eastern time tomorrow night.
And you'll get tons more. Thanks.